I'm Dewayne Cook, the one and only Jimmy Ott II, and Knoxville's own Hayden Kiefer, a part of our crew this evening here to bring you the action of the regional semifinal. Winner moves on to next Tuesday, and will face the victor of Waverly Shell Rock and Webster City to see who will head to the Class 4A state tournament. As Addie Duncan will get us started here in set number 2. Dug by Shekel. Settles is going to set it back over to the right side for Brand. Nice dig by Addie Williams. Jordan Counts on the left side, and that's out. Panthers again want to touch. This time, though, I don't know if that one caught the touch up front or not. I was certain at the end of the first set, Molly Keiches is hot. She thinks absolutely there was a touch. And perhaps the ball don't lie. A service error from Shekel gives it right back to the Panthers, and we're tied at 1. This is a look back at that latest attack from Counts. And very well may have. Middle, Brand off of Duncan and out. Quick game there shown by the Pella setter Julia Settles and senior middle Abby Brand, who's up to 4 kills in the match. Counts is going to sit. Autumn Delaney checks in back row defensively, and Lowry doing the same for Pella will serve with a 2-1 advantage. We had one tie in the opening set. It was at 1-1. After that, the Dutch controlled the rest of the way. Scott off the fingertips of Settles. That's a pancake, they say, that gets back over. Really close. Those types of plays always are. Ayla Williams, a free ball to Heemstra. Shekel, left side for Schulte. That's in. And Molly Kite just making sure that the officials are aware that she felt that initial ball was down. And our down official notes that he's heard the message. And we play on with Pella leading 3-1. Lowry right at Delaney, off her arms and out of play. Her second ace here of the match, and Pella's 4th as a team. Jordan Counts checking in for Delaney. And Lowry's going to serve again. In 12 losses this year for Knoxville, opponents average about 6 ace serves per contest. In their wins, that number's at 3. Addie Williams blocked back and nobody there to cover it up, as Settles and Brand will be credited with the stop. That's Settles first and Brand's third already. 5-1 Pella. A 4-0 run for the home team. Well, Knoxville's going to have to dig deep here. Things aren't going your way right now. Obviously, the first set didn't go that way. And a quick start for the third-ranked team in Class 4A now. Are we going to have a lift here on Brand? Yes. She threw that ball more so than hit it. Just the second hitting error by Pella. A team that came in third in Class 4A in hitting efficiency. They don't make too many mistakes. Keiches overhead dig Lowry. Right side looking Settles' way. That one's wide. Back to within 2 as Keiches, third best in Class 4A with 56 ace serves this year. Love to see number 1. And ask and you shall receive. Abby Keiches gets it back to within 1. First ace serve of the match as well for the black and gold. That's brought to you by Weiler Manufacturing. See the latest career opportunities at Weiler online at weilerproducts.com/careers. Shekel dumps it. Keiches diving dig. Back over on an overpass. Shekel to Brand. Touched up front. Counts diving save. Keiches tried to get there and to hurdle her own teammate. But Brand will ultimately get the point. Good run, though, for the Panthers. Cut it back to 1, currently 2, with Cutler in to serve. Keiches the pass to Duncan, coming right side. Ayla Williams, Ayla's on the board. Caught the Dutch defense on their heels as Heemstra right back up off the bench for the Dutch returns. Brindley Brooks also checking in here for Ayla Williams, who gets to go to the sideline with some positive reinforcements after her first kill, and number 57 on the year. Panthers back to within one at 6-5. Here's Brindley. Short serve. Lowry gets under it. Shekel for number 2 this time. That's plate, and a great job on the scramble drill by the Panthers to get it over the net. Schulte roll shot. That's down in front of Brooks. Her third. That'll push Settles to the back row. Settles 33 ace serves this year. Rebarger going to come through on the attack. Ooh, just missed that back line. Man, it was close. 5 hitting errors now for the Panthers. Had a total of 14 in 3 sets against Carlisle on Tuesday night. But you're talking about a different beast here this evening across the lake. Settles hard serve right at counts. Back over the net to Settles. Left side, Shekel on the attack. Found the back corner. That assist came from Lowry, just her 22nd of the season. Shekel's unofficially up to 5 kills, and the lead is back to 4 for Pella. See if Knoxville can find something here from the middle. Haven't been able to get to that quick game, really. And it's a lot of it has to do with the hard serving from the Dutch. Just a free ball this time. Duncan. Dug initially by Schulte, back near the net. That should be 4 touches. That wasn't touched by Mariah. There it is, the call. A ball handling error. Gives the side out to the Panthers. Addie Williams to serve. Weenie with 31 ace serves this year. Settles looking right side for Schulte off the block and an immediate side out. She's having a big second set. For Pella has 3 kills, 4 now in the match, as Kalman's going to rotate in for Lowry up front, and it will be Schulte to serve. Had some crazy side spin on it. Counts it a good job to get off a good pass to Addie, and saw exactly where the defense was set up against her and pushed one off of Shekel up front on a heck of a crosser. That's 4 kills now for Jordan. Here again on the Booster Club Instant Replay. All of our second looks brought to you by the Knoxville Booster Club, dedicated to promoting and encouraging activities of students in the Knoxville Community School District. Smithburg serve dug by Shekel. Settles. Going to go right to her in the middle. And Shekel, with some authority, puts it on the hardwood. You know, Shekel, we talked in the Elite Installations pre-match show about the last time these two teams met in a regional match. October 20th, 2022, back in Knoxville. Panthers won it in 4. A heck of a battle between the two squads. And Shekel, a freshman on that team, was more of a setter on that year's squad, as Brand picks up her latest kill. She's now up to 6. The lead is 5 for the Dutch. Had 36 assists and 4 kills in that loss, did Shekel. And even though it was a few years ago now, certainly that loss probably is still very much ingrained in her mind. As Sienna Scott, fresh in the match, goes down the line, got it around the block and off of the Dutch defense for her 5th kill. Ayla Williams is back in. Remember, she had that kill right before going to the sideline as part of the rotation. See if she can pick up where she left off. Addie Duncan to serve. Shekel's pass on the money to Settle. She goes right side for their middle. Brand off of Addie Williams. And Ayla was worried about crashing into the stands there. Had a little bit more real estate than maybe she expected, but ultimately Brand with the kill. Shekel serves. Kaichis. Bump set. Ayla Williams falling back on the crosser dug by Kalman. Shekel sets back row looking for Schulte. She put it in the net. 4th hitting error for the Dutch. And counts to serve. You're watching Panther Volleyball in a regional semifinal presented by Dandy Farms. We also want to thank Randy and Cheryl Chambers of Iowa Realty, 119 East Main Street in Knoxville. See them online at Randy Chambers or CherylChambers.iowarealty.com. One of the first times we've seen a little miscommunication there for the Pella front line. A late approach, they couldn't get it over the net. Again, the Panthers cut it to 3. They've been as close as 1 on a couple of occasions here in this second set. Kalman's attack, Ayla Williams to Duncan, a free ball to Heemstra. Shekel for Brand on the slide. Off the block, counts to Duncan. Joust at the net is won by Brand against Scott. And the senior making a big impact here in the match. Sub in, Lowry checks in for Kalman. And Delaney is going to come in for Counts to serve. Actually, beg your pardon, to play some defense here in the back corner for the moment. 14-10. Pella leads by 4 here in the second, leads the match 1-0 after a 25-16 opening set victory. Delaney the dig, here's Scott, that was touched, also by Heemstra. It caught the basket, is that not out of bounds? It has to be. Goodness, it hit the basketball hoop that's up above the floor, and that's an immediate dead ball there. Scott gets the kill. She heads to the sideline. Rebarger rotates in. Here's Kaichis. Off Heemstra and out. She's got 2 aces here in the set. Another one brought to you by Weiler Manufacturing. All of them are. Ace serves for the Panthers. 227 now on the year for Knoxville. Came in 3rd best in Class 4A in total ace serves. Down to 2. Shekel for Brand, off the block and down. Those two have had the connection here in this second set as Cutler will rotate in for Pella. Also back up his plate up front. As the Panthers will still have to wait a little longer to try to get over that 2-point hump. They've gotten there a couple times here in this second set. Cutler serve. Kaichis to Duncan. Now Addie Williams roll shot. Dug by Shekel. Settles, sets it back to the middle. Schulte, that's down. Well, it starts with a pretty good dig from Shekel, ultimately. That was a nice attack there by Addie. But ultimately, able to make the play. We've got a little stoppage here for a moment. Now we're ready to resume with Pella leading by 4. Duncan, Addie Williams 10-foot line attack. Shekel diving dig, settles for Schulte behind the 10-foot line. Easy roll shot for Kaichis to handle. Rebarger left-hander back in the net and plate couldn't keep it alive. Going with the offhand, Mariah scores. Back to 3. And in comes Callie Landis, one of the 3 seniors for the Panthers. She's going to serve here. This is normally Haley Smithberg's rotation. But Coach Kaichis going to give the nod to Callie here, her 6th appearance of the year. Dug by Lowry. Shekel, middle for plate. Overhead dig by Kaichis back over the net. Shekel dumps it. Mariah says, nah. Right side. For Settles. Good dig by Callie. Delaney to Rebarger. Mariah got it over the net. Shekel and Settles ran into one another. Here's Schulte on the left, off the block and down. We're getting the block there. Just not able to keep it alive off the touch. 17-13. And the other thing, too, we referenced this a bit in the Carlisle match on Tuesday. Pella's not one of those teams that's going to give you a lot of freebies. Like, think back to the first set against the Wildcats, Panther fans, on Tuesday, when Carlisle had 12 hitting errors. Rebarger got the better of the double block that time. Her 2nd kill of the set, 4th of the match. Side out as Counts rotates in. Williams to serve. Addie with the Panthers trailing by 3 here in the second. Settles with a bump set for Shekel. 10-foot line roll shot. Kaichis up front. Rebarger on 2. Caught the Dutch off guard, and that's going to fall. All Molly Kaichis can do is kind of just laugh over on that Panther side. It wasn't an in-system point, but you take them here in a regional semifinal, especially trailing 1-0 Settles. Coming right side for Schulte. Good dig by Landis. Jordan Counts falling away. That hit the antenna. Set a little far outside that time. Kalman in for Pella. Schulte will serve. 18-15 Dutch. Panthers got to dig deep here. You do not want to fall behind 0-2 on the road against this team. Ooh, Mariah, great job by Addy to adjust to that. Now get back defensively. Shekel, that's in the net. That was in the net. Oh my goodness, it doesn't matter. That's in the net from Kalman. We'll take the point. I mean, again, perhaps a ball don't lie situation. In comes Smithburg to serve here. Overhead dig Schulte. Settles coming to Shekel on the left. Off the double block, right back to her. Pella scrambles. And Kalman hits one long. Back-to-back hitting errors for the Dutch, and the Panthers have got it to one. Joel Allman walking towards the floor. Just for a couple of words of encouragement to his Dutch squad. Not going to use a timeout. Chance here for the Panthers to tie it for a second time in this second set. Smithburg. Dug by Heemstra. Where does Settles go? To Shekel on the left. Good dig, Addie Williams. Landis. And a free ball from Counts. Settles goes to her again. Shekel, that's in the net. That's 3 straight hitting errors for the Dutch. We are tied at 18. Molly Keiches is fired up. The Panther faithful that have traveled across the lake are fired up. 18 all here in the second. Some uncharacteristic errors from the Dutch. Settles, quick, and that is going to be down for plate. That is her first kill, her 103rd of the season, and they get the side out they needed, Pella that is, as the Panthers unable to take the lead, but they're right here towards the end of the second set. I don't think anybody expected that ball to go to number 2. Keiches is passed to Duncan. Panthers have it in system. Right side, Counts. Dug by Settles. Heemstra will set. Looking for Kalman off the tape. Dug by Keiches. Back row set, Addy. That's long. And the Dutch go back in front by 2 as they win the race to 20. Aaron Fuller, Chief Fuller at that with a Go Panthers in our Raymaker screen print comment section. Counts, great pass to Addy. Looking for Sienna on the left side. Dug back row. Middle set, Brand off the block of Scott and down. She's got 6 kills here in the set, 9 in the match, and a timeout will be used by Coach Keiches. 3-0 run for the Dutch after Knoxville. We had tied it up at 18 here in the second. Still 4 crucial points to determine this second set.